Hey guys, my name is Nora Franche, and welcome to the podcast Grateful Blessed Mess, daily reflections for those in the 12 steps. I am a fellow 12-stepper and certified mindset coach, and I am here to introduce you to the value of mindset coaching in your 12-step journey. So if you feel like you are stuck in the steps, if you're slipping and sliding with your abstinence, mindset coaching may help you as it did me, and you can find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. These episodes are meant to invite you in to consider the truths of 12-step wisdom and to join in the very real struggle of living them in action. I hope that it feels almost like a mini meeting, and I invite you to contribute your own share on the Grateful Blessedness Facebook group to keep the discussion going. My comments are based on my own experience, so feel free to take what you like and leave the rest. But my hope is to encourage you on your own daily 12-step journey. As they say, you cannot stay clean on yesterday's shower. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, we're reading from A Day at a Time, October 17th. Now that we're sober and living in reality, it's sometimes difficult to see ourselves as others see us. In the process, determine how much progress we've made in recovery. In the old days, the back of the bar mirror presented us with a distorted and illusory view of ourselves. The way we imagined ourselves to be, and the way we imagined ourselves to appear in the eyes of others. A good way for me to measure my progress today is simply to look about me at my friends in the program. As I witness the miracle of their recoveries, I realize that I'm part of the same miracle, and will remain so as long as I'm willing. Am I grateful for reality and the divine miracle of my recovery? Today I pray, may my higher power keep my eyes open for miracles, those marvelous changes that have taken place in my own life and in the lives of my friends in the group. May I ask no other measurement of progress than a smile I can honestly mean and a clear eye and a mind that can, at last, touch reality. May my own joy be my answer to my question, how am I doing? Today I will remember, miracles measure our progress. Who needs more? Okay, several things here. Whew. Well, I like this idea of that mirror, the back of the bar mirror that was kind of distorted. I think most of us can kind of picture what that looks like. And it made me think of something funny. It's a little tangential, but I think it holds true. And for anyone here who's married or perhaps dating anyone, I heard someone say, I think it was a priest, say that when two people get married, there are actually 6 people at the altar. And so for the bride, it's who she thinks she is, who her spouse or her groom thinks she is, and who she actually is. And the same for the groom, who he thinks he is, who his bride thinks he is, and who he actually is. So we have these ideas of ourselves. We have the ways other people perceive us, and then there's the reality of what we are. And the funny thing is, the painful thing is that then after you get married, you start to see all the ways that, you fall short of who you think you are, and your spouse, the shingles fall from your spouse's eyes and they see you for who it's fun. It's really fun, guys. Anyway, but the thing is they touch on this piece of reality. So our disease lies in our rejection of reality. And to the degree that we do not conform our minds with reality is to the degree to which we are mentally unwell. And I reject reality all the time in my disease. And I do it when I'm thinking like, this shouldn't be this hard. I should be farther along. I should be XYZ, fill in the blank. Anytime you say should and you aren't, you're rejecting reality. And that is a red flag that you are causing yourself more pain than is necessary. And it creates mental unwellness because it's the opposite of acceptance. And acceptance is the answer to all my problems. This is a spiritual program. When I accept reality, when I pray for the acceptance of reality, when I'm recognizing that I'm rejecting it, I am making progress on this road of spiritual recovery. And in that, so interesting that, like, I think the telltale sign of progress in a spiritual program is the acceptance of what is, which, I mean, you could say that's not even spiritual. That's just like fact in front of your face, except I think it takes spiritual maturity to accept the reality of what is. It's so interesting. We are body soul composite. There, we cannot separate the spiritual and the physical worlds because each is dependent upon the other. More on that later. Okay, so in the old days, the back of the bar mirror presented us with a distorted and illusory view of ourselves, the way we imagined ourselves to be and the way we imagined ourselves to appear in the eyes of others. So another thing is my sponsor tells me often that it's not my business what other people are thinking of me. It's not. They get to choose it on their own. And the degree to which I lose my serenity in thinking about what other people are thinking about me is a way that my disease can run rampant in my mind and steal my recovery and put me in danger of relapse. Okay. So measuring your progress by being a witness to the miracle of your friend's recovery. So for some of you who are newer, maybe you don't have that many people who are friends in program, or perhaps COVID kind of messed things up there, or perhaps it's just hard to reach out. And I understand that. It is hard to reach out in program lots of times because it's hard to admit that we need help, and it's hard to make the extra effort to do something that's uncomfortable. And something that I want you to think about is, whenever we're having trouble, we don't rise to the occasion. We actually fall back on the level of our training. And so if you don't reach out, if you don't do outreach, if you don't make friends when you're doing okay, there's no way that you're going to be reaching out to anyone when you're not doing okay. And so it's not for the purposes of, I'm going to make friends so that when I'm having trouble, I have someone I can call. It's just a necessary part of the program. This fellowship piece is necessary for recovery because you will have hard days. You will have days where you fall down. And if you don't already have a support system and a network of people, your brain will not allow you to reach out to anyone except from some act of God. And so it is more that, like, this is, I need you and you need me. And how beautiful is that? And we can need each other together so that no one's getting more benefit than the other person. This is a mutual self-giving of people acknowledging that they are on a sinking ship. But if we have each other, we become each other's lifelines. So a little all over the place today. I hope something landed with some of you. Keep in mind that other people's opinions of you are none of your business, and that chances are the deeper into your disease you are, the more distorted that mirror is of how you appear to yourself. And so it's hard to see what you cannot see if your mirror is distorted. And so stay in program and ask for help and get a sponsor. And over time, as you work through the steps, that mirror will become more and more of a precise reflection of who you are. And you will like to see who you are in that image. With that, I pass. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you feel that mindset coaching could help you on your 12-step journey, please feel free to reach out and find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. But more than that, it's important to me to give listeners like yourself a place where you do not need to feel alone on your 12-step journey. And for that reason, I've created a Facebook group. It's called Grateful Blessed Mess. And it's a place where listeners can go to add their own commentary on the share for the day, in addition to my own, and for us just to have a conversation or start a back and forth where people can find support in their 12-step journey. This is not a replacement for 12-step work. This is something outside of the 12 steps. It is simply something that has a heart for the 12 steps and those who are in it. And so, welcome. If you are here, chances are you may also be a bit of a mess. And I hope that you can learn to find some gratitude in the blessings that have come from your messes.